Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is earlier than you've seen me in a while. They actually started pouring the driveway yesterday at 7 in the morning, and I didn't come out here till after lunch, so I missed a lot of it. Luckily, they've got like 3 or 4 days left of work, but I told them today I'd be out here before 7, and we are. And it's been a while since I've been out here this early. What a beautiful morning it is. Look at how, I guess the pond retains a lot of water. I mean, water, of course, clearly, it's a pond. The pond retains a lot of heat, and it's one of the first chilly mornings. It's like probably 50 degrees right now. And look at this. Look at this silent hill action we got coming off the pond. Dude, it's nice out here in the morning, isn't it? So the concrete truck, I think they said the first one got here yesterday at 7:30. So I'm gonna get set up so we can get some drone footage. Like I said, they started yesterday, but I got here so late, they were basically already done pouring, and they were just throwing the color on top, like the powder. And it was so dusty, I didn't even get any footage of it because I was choking to death on all the powder in the sky. But today, we're gonna be here early enough to get you guys some stuff. Today's Thursday. They started on Wednesday, so I think Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then probably Monday they'll get it done. Because something I found out, you guys that know concrete might know this, but when you're doing a big pour like this, they want to cut the expansion joints the same day that they pour. So they don't want to do 2 pours because the second one won't harden up enough for them to cut before it's time for them to leave. Like they were out here till 7 o'clock yesterday, making sure that they got the expansion joints cut in. So that's why they're not doing 2 pours a day. I mean, they did 2 trucks yesterday, but they didn't do 2 sections. Because, you know, let's say they pour 1 section in the morning, 1 section in the afternoon. The afternoon section's not going to cure out in time enough for them to cut the joint before it's midnight or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to go get set up, get the drone prepped and ready, and I'll see you guys when concrete starts pouring. Now, it turns out that today is not only a beautiful day for concrete, it's a beautiful day for metalwork. That's right, they're finally here to install the handrails that we have been missing for the past few months. They finally finished them out, and they've moved a couple of them in the house already. But look how these turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, they've already got 2 in the house, just sitting there. They're not installed, but we'll go look at those. But yeah, everything is happening today. Apparently, it's a good day to be here. Sometimes, you know, it's worth waking up early. Not always, but sometimes. All right, I'm not going to get in their way too much, but you can see here the way they're going to go on. They're not attached yet.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
bottom one.
It never feels natural welding in somebody's house. Just never feels natural.
We dry fit this guy.
I'm ready.
Hot snot on a brass doorknob. I got them all.
I'm glad I remembered this today too. I just told Andrew, the metal guy, Viator. This piece we had, I don't know if you remember, we pulled it out of the ice house that was over here. It was the metal, this rusted metal shelving. He's gonna take it back and clean it up a little bit. I wanted to keep the rust for the most part. Not as gross as it looks right now, but clean it up just a little bit. It's got a little bow in the top from when they picked it up with the mini excavator. So let's get a little closer to it. I don't know if you can see the bow here. It's got a slight bow across the top. But yeah, he's gonna take it back, clean it up a little bit, grind it in places, you know, just strategically weather it, and then clear coat it, get a nice finish on it, and then bring it back for us so we can put it in the house. I think it's gonna look sick with all the steel that they brought in. They said our hand got gnarly, didn't it?
Looks good, man. Do it.
I'm sure, hey, working on metal, y'all all got your tetanus shots, right?
No, I hope so. 1, 2, 3.
He said it felt like 20 to me, I don't know.
Right now I feel like I got the whole leg off. Tell me to strap it down.
Cool. These guys are gonna take care of it. It's gonna go, I don't know exactly where in the house, probably one of the entry table, I don't know, wherever it fits. But like I said, wherever it goes is where it's staying, because me and Genay ain't sliding 300 pounds of steel around on tile floor. It's not gonna happen. Another beautiful morning out here at the property. Hope you guys are having an equally fantastic day. It's too early for this, all right? I've been out here since 6:45 this morning. I think it's now 10:30. They poured the last section of the driveway today. Each section has had to be done day by day, right? So you had one day between the garages, one day at this front area here, one day in front of the house, one day over by the wall, and this last day today is over by the columns, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they pour and cut the same day so that you try to keep the concrete from cracking, right? So you pour, you wait till it sets up, and then you cut your expansion joints in it in the same day to try to avoid the concrete cracking, right? Concrete, apparently, if you know concrete, there's two types, they say. Concrete that's cracked and concrete that hasn't cracked yet. So either way, they've been being very careful to make sure that we've had no cracks. And We only had one issue, and if you can hear, that's them remedying that issue now. One spot in here, in one of the corners, we had a crack form, and it wasn't that big a deal. And then it was the first one they poured. It got worse over the weekend, and they don't want to leave me with any cracks in it. So they're actually cutting those 2 squares out. I think he said it's like 2 yards of concrete that they're gonna bust out today, haul out and re-pour so that we're all good. So that's what they're doing now. You can see they've got all of this stamped. Tomorrow they're gonna clean to spray it off and start sealing it. But you can see what we got. Now it's gonna be a little loud, but that's not anything new. But I'm gonna walk up in here right quick and show you the 2 spots that got cracked. But now you saw that one crack that kind of went all the way through and was in the edge toward the center. I'm gonna be driving over that spot a lot, so I was afraid that eventually that little chunk is gonna come out. Because otherwise, you can see where it's all stamped and it looks like stone. If it was a little crack here or there, you'll never really see it because of all the veins that are already in the stamp. But because of that crack and where it is on the edge, they wanted to go ahead and change it out for me. Because they don't want to have a half-assed product, which we appreciate. Now they're actually today, let me show you this. We had some spare concrete, and he said, is there anywhere you can think that we could use this concrete? Do you need a little pad anywhere? And I remembered this tree right here. See this tree? Got a hefty lean to it, right? And I was thinking, it might be cool to do like a statue right here, or something like a brace to hold the tree. I don't know if it's gonna save it, but it'd be a cool little project. So I had them pour me a pad right there. They were gonna do a square, and I told them just pour it without a form. So this will be the platform that whatever sculpture we get kind of sits on and reaches up here and kind of holds that tree. So here, I'm gonna let my editor have some fun. So editor, if you want to draw on the screen from here to the tree, you can do a little figure. You can have like 2 feet, have it like 1 foot going all the way up through to his arm holding this up, maybe a head somewhere, whatever you want to do. But like picture Atlas holding up the world, but instead it's Atlas holding up this tree. Something like that, I don't know. Could be cool. I don't know if this tree will survive forever, but I'm gonna do what I can to at least keep it from falling over off down the hill down there. But yeah, other than that, they poured a concrete pad over here for me because I don't know if I ever showed it, but there was an old dog kennel over here with the old concrete that was over there that I was gonna leave. That's what we were gonna pull to like spray off 4-wheelers or whatever. Somebody didn't get that memo, and when they cleaned up that area, they pulled all that old concrete out. So I told Blake to re-pour me a pad over here for that same purpose. So they got it stamped and dyed the other day when they did one of these, but they're cleaning it off now. They're gonna dry it, and after it gets good and dry, they're gonna seal it for me. And they've done 2 different, one side they brushed and scrubbed real hard, the other they left a lot of the dye on. So I'm gonna see the 2 differences, kind of figure out which one I like best, and that's the one I'm gonna green light for them to do on the entire driveway. So later on this afternoon, once that's done, I'll show you guys what that looks like. We'll come up with a decision for what's gonna go on the entire driveway, and we'll go from there. Actually, I got a quick second right now to run over here without all this noise so y'all can kind of see the area I was talking about. So it's this section right here. You can see from this line to that corner, and then the section beside it, which is here, which is squared out from there over there. So it's these 2 sections they're gonna jackhammer out, and re-pour. I think they're gonna get it done today because of this crack right here. Because this area in the center here is gonna be like diamond set pavers with like turf joints in between them. So this corner, when I'm taking my truck in and out of the garage right here, I'm gonna be driving on this corner especially quite a bit. So I was afraid that this whole chunk right here was gonna just break off and just be loose. And he agreed, so he wanted to get rid of all of this and redo it because he wanted me to be happy with the thing, which I appreciate, you know? The crazy thing is, right, like they poured these two, they cut this expansion joint the same day, and we come back the next day and this crack comes through here, goes through the expansion joint, and then continues out the other side and doesn't crack in the expansion joint. I guess concrete does about what it wants to do, but I just thought that was pretty odd. But anyway, yeah, these two sections, they're changing out, but I mean, these guys have been absolutely killing it. You ain't gonna hear a complaint out of me. Seeing all the work that goes into this, stamped concrete is quite the bear watching them do it. But I think when this is all said and done, it's gonna be amazing. Now I can get your opinion on this, not that I'm gonna take it, but like I said, this we were gonna do pavers with turf joints in between. There's a world where I don't think the grass looks good, and I go with like a gravel, like a pea stone. What is it called? Pea gravel. Thinking about doing like a dark, if we do it that, like something to match the house, like a dark charcoal pea gravel or some sort of small gravel. That then I guess you spray with some sort of adhesive so it all stays together. So it'd be pavers with dark joints instead of pavers with turf joints. So I think those are the two options I'm playing with right now in my head. But I don't know. We're gonna go through, look at a bunch of different options, play with some stuff in the drawings on the program, just kind of see what looks the best. Because it's hard for me to envision green in here without all of the landscaping done, because it's all just mud around the house right now. So to me, it's like green. But yeah, like look in here, and look at this. You see all the green through there. So I mean, the green is definitely gonna have something to play off of. We're in the middle of the damn wilderness out here, so I think the green is probably the best call, just for a little pop of color, something a little different to really make it stand out. But again, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. How many yards total did you say this was?
About 70.
70?
Like 69 and a half.
Okay. So yeah, right at 70. 70 yards for this driveway, which is a lot. And thinking about the basement walls, which were all poured, the basement slab, all the footers for all this other stuff, the 5,000 square foot slab for the shop down there, the porch out there, the amount of concrete we've poured out here, we could have built a skyscraper. I mean, it's probably, I don't even know. You guys have been watching, you might could add it up and tell me, but I feel like it's 500 yards of concrete, at least. That's insane. This house ain't going nowhere, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna hang around till they start breaking this up. We'll get some more footage of them stamping the final section today, and we'll come out tomorrow and get them sealing. Maybe they're just washing tomorrow and they're sealing Thursday, I don't know. Whenever they seal this concrete, I'll come back. We'll get a nice little finished look at it, and you guys can see what a week's worth of work looks like. For y'all, it's been like 10 minutes, so you're lucky. And it was free for y'all. I had to pay for all this, so. Oh, I'm gonna play the lottery. All right, they just got the first coat of sealer. I think the first coat, either first or second, on this this pad right here. So let's see what we think. Now I got them, they cut the relief joints. Let me spin this around. They cut it in a cross here. And I told them to do these two to scrub it a bit before they seal it. And this one to just kind of squirt it off don't scrub it quite as much, and then seal it to keep it a little darker so I can see which one I like better. And I'll let you guys be the judge, but I'm leaning towards this dark one. Certain angles you really can't tell. Like from here, you can't hardly tell the difference at all because that sealer puts a nice shine on it. But yeah, you can definitely tell that it's darker in certain lights. If you're over here, you can tell a pretty good difference. So this is what we'll do on the whole driveway. Now he said it's either two or three layers of this, and he said on the last layer they'll mix it with a real fine sand in it to give it just a bit of grip, a bit of tack, because this stuff gets pretty slick if you don't do that. So they'll put two layers like this, and then they'll put the sand infused layer down. But yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it figured out. I think that looks. Oh, you can definitely see the difference in color right there. Look, light, dark. I think it turned out sick. I think this looks so much more fitting to this house than just butt naked concrete, like a brushed concrete finish. Speaking of which, they finished this, breaking this a little bit up here that cracked. They already got it out, and concrete truck's on the way to pour this little bit of replacement right here. Check this out. I went and got lunch and came back, and these boys had this done. I've been so worried about concrete, I haven't really paid much attention to what's going on in the back. They're finishing up the retaining walls back here. They tied into this wall here, and we thought we were gonna have to come up 2 blocks, but they leveled it with the old, let's walk over here, the old remaining wall, like the OG wall to the house, right there at the corner. So they leveled that all the way across to be the same level here, which ends up being about, I don't know, I think another, because they're covering this and capping it, right? So another 3-4 inches to be even with that over there. So we got this wall ran. All of this pipe will be under the ground, which is all of our drains coming down. This will tie in right here. This will all look like one piece, and then all this will be brand new wall all through here down to this area. And then this will be, between the 2 walls will be the pathway that leads down to the fire pit down there. Yeah, like I said, the concrete's got me so focused that I hadn't shown you anything else out here. There's also a bunch of stuff that's happening inside, but I'm waiting until Thursday when Genay comes out here and we can show y'all that together, because there's a lot. They just got here to pour this this little pad. And honestly, that little spot right there is the only place out of all of this 70 yards that cracked at all. Fingers crossed it doesn't crack by tomorrow morning and they got to do this all over again, but who knows. All right, guys, this is like the 19th day I've been out here for this concrete, and these boys, they might as well start paying rent because they've been here more than I have here lately. And let me tell you, they could not be doing a better job. This is the final coat of sealer just went on today. I missed it going on because I didn't get here in time because I don't have nearly the work ethic these boys do. But they are done and it looks phenomenal. Look at this. I'm pretty sure you could not do a better job. Some of you guys in the comments probably argue with that, but you'd be wrong because this is gorgeous. This smell is going to be with me for the rest of my life, I think. I'm going to have mesothelioma or something. But he didn't want me to put him on camera because he's a little camera shy. So let me start off over here so he ain't got to be on camera too much. Raised Concrete Inc. What do you call it? What's the whole business name?
Raised Concrete.
Just Raised Concrete, all right? They service Rockingham County, Guilford County, Southern Virginia. Yep. Right, so they're what are you in, Madison?
Stoneville.
They're in Stoneville, North Carolina, and they service about 200 miles radius from there. And let me tell you, when they say Triad's premier concrete designer, they're not lying because this turned out amazing. He's nervous, but look, this man right here, Dom, He is a concrete guru. All of the grades here are perfect going down into the middle. He made specific attention to the garages so that I didn't have any issues with my car scraping going in and out of the garage. He literally knows to the inch how much concrete you're going to need to pour. So he didn't waste anything. So I just wanted to give him a little shout out here.
Thank you.
And because look, people don't give the guys that do the work enough credit. They're like, oh, it turned out so beautiful, but it wouldn't have happened without him and this amazing crew they got. So if you need it done, holler at Dom, holler at Rays. Once again, I'll show you the phone number here if you're local, 336-613-5356. And I'll leave a link down in the description for their website. For all you tech guys out there, you can reach out that way. But like I said, Dom is amazing. He's been super chill to work with. Super fun out here, man. Work is work, but it can be fun.
It can.
And hanging out with these guys, they had a blast all day, and they have an amazing product, so I can't recommend them enough. So go show them some love. I appreciate everything,
Yes,
boss.
sir.
I'm gonna get out of his face because he don't want to be on camera. But good Lord, do I appreciate that man. Right quick while I'm out here too, this is the paver I think we're gonna go with. I think I showed it to you over there, but we moved it over here where it's a little darker now. So you can see. And I had to put one layer of sealant on that paver. I can't really walk on this, so I can't get closer. But so that's kind of the paver I'm thinking of putting in the middle, and it'll be turned 45 degrees, so it'll be a diamond pattern. But that's kind of the look I think we're going for. I think that turned out pretty good. It looks a whole lot better with the sealer on it, because before the sealer, it was like super blue-gray. But when you put that sealer on it, it really pulled out the tans and whatnot in there, and I think it looks a lot better. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, that turf I think looks really good in there. And what I think, looking at it more, like designing it in my head, I think I want to run a paver, like a cobblestone around the edge. That's more the colors that are this tan and dark gray and browns that are in here. Try to match those and run an edger all the way around, and then start the pattern with the joints all around it. I think that'll look good. Instead of like running the paver all the way up against this or having grass all around the edge, I think that delineating line around that matches the house pretty much exactly, I think will help out a whole lot in tying all this together. But I don't know what I'm talking about, so there's that.